up, guys? It's LogicLookss, and today, boys, we got a quick video for you guys, man. In today's video, we are actually going to be going over some snipe filters that can take you guys from 100,000 MT all the way up to 1,000,000 MT. So we're going to be going over some hard-hitting filters. We're going to be going over Opal filters, dark matter filters, and I'll also include a few budget filters that may pop off on pack day. So I'm just excited to get into it, man. Without further ado, we're going to jump right into today's video. If you guys are ready for this, you guys know the drill, bro. Go down below, smack that like button for me. Let's try to get the video to 150 likes. And if you're new to the channel, bro, take 3 seconds out of your day. It's free. Hit that subscribe button, man. Join the squad. We are on the grind to 70K. And we're gonna get right into it. Without further ado, let's get into some filters. Let me show you guys what I've been using, and let me show you guys what you can use too. So boys, the way that these filters in today's video are gonna work, they're gonna be more, hard-hitting filters. Pretty much, they're not really gonna be consistent. They're gonna be more, MT value-wise. So basically, any snipe you get on one of these filters, you're gonna be making a lot of MT off of, no matter what it is. If you're going to use these filters, you're going to be able to get yourself some of the bigger snipes in the game. So we're going to get into the actual filters. Now, one more thing I got to say is, yes, you need to have a little bit of MT to start off with. You need to have, like, I would say 170K is not bad to start with just for some of these filters, because I mean, some of them you are going to have to maybe buy a card or maybe 2 cards to, kind of enable off the filter. And that's just to help you out, because I mean, hey, at the end of the day, if you enable it, you're not going to see the weaker snipes, and you're just going to be able to, get the big hitters. And that's what you really want when you're actually sniping. Now, obviously, not all these filters are consistent, and when I said you can make 100K MT in an hour in the title, obviously you can, but that is on average. So basically, on average, if you're doing it on a good day, you should be able to make 100K. Some days you might spend 3 hours and not make anything. Some other days you might spend an hour and make like 1,000,000. You just never know with sniping. That's the beauty of it, bro. You just never know what you're gonna get. You also never know how much you're gonna get something for and how many snipes you're gonna get in an hour. So obviously there's a lot of variables that come into play, but usually on average, I would say you could easily make up to 100K an hour if you use these filters and you just use them smartly. Don't, sit on a filter when it's completely dry. Switch it up. That's what I love to do, bro. Just switch filters up, when they're dry. That's what you need to do if you want to, get more snipes. But let's get into these filters. That's what you guys are here for. We're going to get into filter number 1, man. And the first filter I got for you guys is probably my favorite. For some reason, I just absolutely love this filter. I don't know why or what it is, but you can pretty much see any expensive opal on this filter that is pretty expensive in the game. So for example, you can see Karolinko. Larry Bird has still become a lot cheaper. Now obviously he still is a snipe, but he's a lot cheaper than he was. Paul George is a great sniper you can get on this filter. You can get that LeBron. You could get one of the Giannis's. For some reason you can't get both, and I'll explain that later in the video. You could also get KD, and I believe that's all if I'm not missing anybody here. So basically you're kind of aiming for the top dogs in the game. Obviously what you're gonna have to do to set up this filter, you're gonna have to buy Pink Diamond Kenya Mar. Now the thing is, yes, he's gonna cost you a little bit. It's basically an investment. Keep it as an investment, or keep in mind that you're pretty much investing into the filter. And to be honest, it is 1000% worth it, because one snipe is gonna make you all your MT back on this filter. So definitely do yourself a favor, pick this card up. It's gonna cost you around 60K, which is it's a little bit pricey for some people, but if you have the MT, do it. Then what you got to do is enable the filter. Make sure you don't have any of those other guys that I mentioned, like Paul George, KD, and LeBron in your collection. If you do have them in your collection, send them out of your collection and just sit on this filter, spam the refresh. The card that's going to pop up the most, and it's because he's literally in packs right now, is the Karolinko. But regardless of all that, bro, you can literally see anybody. And if you see Karolinko, I mean, he is still a sniper. You're going to be able to make like 100K or close to 100K off him. So definitely a huge W on that Karolinko as well. You're going to be seeing a lot of him. He's going to be the most consistent one that pops up. And you never know when a LeBron or a Paul George or, even a KD will pop up. So definitely give this filter a go. It's not hard to use at all. You don't really need to, be aware of anything. You pretty much buy anything that pops up. Even Larry Bird, I know his price dropped, but he still is a snipe. So just buy anything that pops up. And honestly, just spend some time on this filter and give it a go. Now boys, the next filter I got for you guys. Now this is one that I haven't really used a lot of because it is a very specific filter, but this is another great filter to try out. Now I wouldn't spend a lot of time on it. Don't sit there for 10 hours sitting on this filter. I would say switch it up quite often. Spend like 20 minutes on it, switch into a different filter. But this next filter is pretty simple. All you got to do for this one is go Bucks, and you want to go center for your position. Then you want to scroll through the themes until you find the brand new packs. And if you guys don't know what the brand new packs are, they are right here, Radioactive. Now if you guys take a look on this filter, you are going to be able to see 2 cards and 2 cards only, and it is of course none other than Giannis and Kareem. So you're kind of combining your a dark matter with an opal. I feel like this filter is great. It's pretty simple. Somebody on Twitter let me know about this filter, and I actually like it a lot, to be completely honest. It's only 2 cards that you can see, but as of right now, with the cards being in packs, the filter is honestly a great you know, thing to use. Obviously, as you know, Giannis and Kareem leave packs, is going to be a lot more difficult to snipe on this. But as of right now, if you're watching this video today, or you know, if you're watching this video in a few days, definitely use this filter to your advantage. Shout out to the dude that, you know, mentioned this filter to me. Definitely kind of flew over my head that both, you know, Giannis and Kareem were center position, you know, primary. So huge shout out to you, bro. I forget your name, but if you're watching the video, let me know who you are down below. Much love to you, my guy. But this filter right here is definitely a nice little filter, bro. Kareem and Giannis, it's not going to be consistent at all, but when a snipe does pop up, you're going to be making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of MT off of just one card. Now guys, the next filter I got for you guys is actually a simple one. This is probably the most basic one. This is a favorite for a lot of people, bro. If you have 100,000 MT, is all you really need. You don't need to enable anything or none of that, you know, fancy stuff. All you got to do is go dark matter for your color, put your MT or your minimum buyout on 500 MT, and then what you want to do is just spam the refresh. Now, to be honest, this right here is not a consistent filter. I can confirm this because I have been sitting on this filter for the past 6 days recording a snipe challenge, which you guys will see very soon. I apologize for not getting it out yet, but bro, to be completely honest, this is probably the hardest snipe challenge that I've had to do, and to be honest, it's gonna be worth every second of waiting and every day of waiting. So I apologize, but definitely be on the lookout for that snipe challenge when it drops, bro. It's gonna be an absolute banger. But the dark matter filter is another great filter. Again, it's not consistent. You don't really want to use it for, you know, 7-6 hours a day, but you know, you might want to spend like an hour on it a day, test your luck. You never know what could happen. And obviously, when new packs drop with dark matters in them, this is the filter you want to be sitting on if you want to snipe any of the new cards. So let's just say, you know, a dark matter LeBron comes out this weekend, sit on this filter. Don't use any other filter, just sit on this, buy anything that pops up. I think we only have like 7 dark matters in the game. We got 2 versions of MJ, 2 versions of Zion, D Rose, Kevin Garnett, T-Mac, and Kareem. I believe that's the only one. So 8 cards in total on this filter. Definitely, you know, not a consistent filter, but again, you never know what you're gonna see, and when you see something and get it, I mean, there's literally no better feeling in the game. So boys, the next filter I got for you guys is actually my favorite division filter in the game, and it is the Galaxy Opal Southwest division filter. Now, the way I set it up, there's 2 different ways. The first way, which I like setting it up like this, all you got to do is go Galaxy Opal for your color, division on Southwest, obviously, as you guys can see, minimum bid on 100K. Now, what this does is it filters out all, you know, the buy now opals, which is, you know, Tony Parker and, you know, Yao Ming. So basically, you're not really going to be seeing much of them. At least you're going to be seeing a few of them on the filter, but not a lot. Minimum buyout on 500, and then all you got to do is just spam the refresh. Now, the cards you're going to be looking for on this filter are any version of Dirk and any version of Luka. Of course, Luka is the one, you know, you really want to get. If you could get him, you're going to make a ton off him. You guys can tell, bro, he's like around 400K. Carlos Navarro is not bad for a snipe either. He usually, you know, ends up going for, you know, 130, 140K. If you see T-Mac, I mean, you're pretty lucky because T-Mac doesn't really pop up that often. But if you see him, obviously, do not hesitate to buy him. But this filter is great. There's 2 ways to set it up, like I said. The first way is, you know, Galaxy Opal Southwest, 100K minimum bid. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to see any Lukas or, you know, T-Macs that are under a 99,000 bid. But usually, when snipes go up, they're 100K on bid and buyout. So usually, this is a great filter to use. Obviously, what else you can do is actually enable the filter, so you can buy Tony Parker for whatever he's going for, whatever the cheapest is on the market. You can buy Yao Ming, and then, you know, kind of just enable the filter and just spam the refresh until something pops up. But definitely use this Southwest division filter to your advantage. I've actually been using it. I have gotten a few snipes off of it in the past, to be completely honest. It's not really consistent. Again, none of these filters in today's video are consistent. Consistency does not exist in filters, but you just got to get lucky. You got to be at the right place at the right time, and you just never know what could happen at the end of the day. Now, boys, another filter, I would say, method that I can give you guys right now is actually this one right here. All you got to do is go Galaxy Opal and filter through the positions. Now, I have mentioned this in the past, but it has changed a little bit because, I mean, obviously a lot of cards have become buy nows. Now, what you need to do, if you don't want to enable the filters because it obviously costs a lot of MT, it's going to cost you like $1 million to enable everything. All you got to do is go 100K minimum bid, 500 minimum buyout, put it on Galaxy Opal, start with point guard, hit search. Now, obviously with point guard, the bad thing is Chris Paul. Chris Paul will slowly, you know, start to disappear as he gets out of packs. So right now, he's obviously on the filter a lot, but he will start to disappear. Shooting guard, again, you want to just scroll through all the positions. Small forward, again, small forward is going to be a very tough one. This is one that I like to stay away from because obviously, you know, you guys can see there's a lot of them up on the market. Power forward is a great one, like we already mentioned. And then, of course, center, it works great as well. You guys can scroll through and just see if anything is up for a snipe. Honestly, I love using this method when I'm, you know, kind of bored, when I'm just trying to kick back and just snipe a little bit. I love scrolling like this because you just never know what could pop up on one of these filters, and all it takes is like a split second of luck, and before you know it, you have a snipe sitting on your screen. So definitely use this filter slash method out. It is a little bit, you know, weird. It is something that you might not be used to, but use it, bro. Just find your 3 or 4 positions that you want to filter through. I usually recommend, you know, point guard, center, shooting guard, and then sometimes power forward, or power forward obviously, but sometimes small forward, depending on what the filter looks like. And Chris Paul right now is flooding the point guard filter, so it is a filter you might want to stay away from, but definitely give this a go. Let me know if you guys get anything on this. I love using this filter. I might even have to make a snipe challenge video on it. Let me know though if you guys end up seeing anything, and let's move in to the next filter. Now boys, the next filter we got for you guys is actually a budget filter. In my opinion, this is what I call budget filter. Now, to be honest, some of you guys might disagree, but this is what I'm talking about when I say budget, bro. The filter is obviously very simple. All you got to do is Galaxy Opal for your color and then put it up to the cheapest on the market. So right now, as you guys can see, we are around that 69,000 MT range and nothing so far. 69,500 MT is the cheapest Opal in the game. So what I would do is I would simply just put the buyout down to like 69K right here and hit the refresh and just keep spamming it until something pops up. I'm telling you, bro, a lot of Opals do pop up for very cheap. A lot of Opals pop up for like, you know, 500 MT, 1000 MT. You would be surprised how many people just chuck up Opals for 500. So use this filter right here. Obviously, once again, bro, like I said with other filters, it's not really going to be the most consistent because you're sniping Opals, but you never know what could pop up, and sometimes you do get scared, like with this Chris Paul right here. That really is not a snipe. Chris Paul is not a snipe. You know, if you see any of these guys that are very cheap, all you got to do, you know, check what's cheap is just scroll up a few thousand MT, check right here. If you see the guys are, you know, pretty cheap, obviously don't buy them if they pop up for like 60,000 or 67,000. If they do end up popping up for, you know, 40K or something like that, obviously scoop them up, even if it's a guy like Deadlift Shrimp, bro. But definitely use this filter. It's a budget filter. If you have less than 100K, bro, this is like the best filter to use right now in my opinion, because you just never know what you could see. And every single day on Twitter, bro, I get multiple people DMing me with, you know, Opal snipes for 500, and if you're on this filter, you're gonna be able to see those 500 Opal snipes. So give this a go. Let me know if you guys get anything, and let's move into the very last filter of today's video. Now boys, the very last filter for today's video is actually something a little bit weird as well. Now you are going to need to have a little bit of MT for this one. This is like when you finally made it, like when you finally have like 500,000 MT, or, you know, close to 1,000,000 MT, you could use one of these filters. And the way I recommend doing this, bro, is actually enabling a conference. I do not recommend enabling the entire Opal filter. I know it might seem like a better thing to do, and if you have the MT, be my guest, go ahead and do it. But in my opinion, bro, the best way to do this is actually enable one conference, and you guys can pick whether you want to do Western or Eastern. It's pretty much the same cost. All you got to buy for Western is Iguodala, Tony Parker, Deadlift Shrimp, and Chris Paul, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the 4 you have to buy. And then of course, all you have to do to enable it is just literally enable it and just spam the refresh. Anything that's over 100K you want to buy, you're obviously gonna have to do a lot of research on pricing. And then of course, you could also do it with Eastern Conference. Now Eastern Conference, you're gonna have to buy Bogut, Paul Pierce, Pink Diamond Kenyon Martin, Hidu Turkoglu, and I would say probably Jeremy Lin as well. So definitely a lot to buy on this filter as well. You don't really have to buy Scottie Pippen because you could just scroll. Or of course, what you could also do is just move your minimum bid up to 100K. If you don't want to, you know, enable that many cards, move your minimum bid up to 100K and then just scroll over like this, like I'm doing right now. Honestly, the scroll is really not too long, so you might not miss any snipes. It just depends on how long the scroll is. You can maybe just buy one of the cards instead of buying all of them. But definitely give one of these filters a go in today's video, man. I'm telling you, all of these filters have made me a ton of MT, and all of these filters can make you a ton of MT too. Just make sure to remember the key rule, bro. Do not spend too much time on one filter. Switch it up consistently, bro, because now all these filters are consistent. It is as simple as that, though. You guys could use these to your advantage and make millions of MT, and I'm being serious, bro. You can make 100K plus an hour on average. So definitely give all these filters a go, and that's pretty much it for the video. Alright boys, so like I said, man, give these filters a go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, we are also going to have a snipe challenge out very soon. I am still sitting on this dark matter filter for literally days. I have been sitting on it for days, and I'm going to continue to sit on it for days. So definitely, bro, stay tuned for that video. We're going to have a stream tonight, so make sure you guys come through the stream as well, man. Definitely don't want to miss that. And yeah, it's pretty much it for the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let's try to get the vid to 200 likes. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Hopefully you guys use these to your advantage. I'll see you though, man. Peace.
When I spit that cash, it's a profit. Boys hitting like a sniper, sniping like I'm Logic. They say good looks, but the looks ain't popping. Up, down, that's a fatality. Up, down on your bitch, why you staying mad at me? I'll write another song and it's saying, you got it, G. Don't compare me to Newman, I'm more than a prodigy.